Hi, it's Kathy Andronikou, and today I'm going to show you another method to use Chameleon pens on ceramic mugs. To begin, you're going to need some laser trans stamping decal paper. Rub the paper with an anti-static bag and then select your desired image to stamp. I'm using this hydrangea. Now I'm going to be using StazOn ink, but you can also use Memento ink and heat set. Now I wouldn't normally recommend this ink for using with alcohol pens, but what we're going to do is we're going to actually cover it with an embossing powder so that the actual ink doesn't react with the pens. Ink up the stamp and then press firmly onto the stamping decal paper. Then sprinkle the image with some clear embossing powder. I'm using a regular clear powder from Wow. This will seal the ink onto the paper. Tap off the excess powder and then heat set until the powder has melted. Take the deep sage pen and fuse with the mixing chamber. Place the chamber onto the brush nib end and leave for a count of 3. Then colour in the leaves from the tip back to the base. This will give a light to dark colouring. Fuse times are relatively short on this paper because it has a non-porous surface. Repeat the process until all the leaves are coloured. For the petals, I'm going to be using the Chameleon lavender pen. I'm also going to be using the cornflower blue colour top. I then randomly colour each petal, hopping from one area to another so that I get a variation in colour across the petal bunch. Fussy cut around the stamped image, leaving a very small border. Then place the image in a bath of water and carefully, once damp, remove the backing paper. Make sure you remove all the glue that was on the backing paper side, being very careful not to split the transfer. If you don't do this, you will have a brown staining on the mug when it is baked. Carefully transfer the image from the water onto your mug, making sure that the coloured side is facing down onto the mug. Carefully squeeze out any air bubbles and smooth onto the mug surface. By using embossing powder, I'm going to have a raised texture on the mug. If you don't wish this to happen, then use a Memento ink instead of StazOn and omit the embossing powder stage. Once this is smoothly on the mug, leave to dry and then place in a cold oven. Gradually increase the temperature by 10 degrees each time until you've reached about 150 degrees centigrade and then leave for an hour. Your design is now baked into your mug and ready to use. I wouldn't recommend dishwashing it unless you seal it with a varnish. Thanks for watching.